Okay guys, so these are some of the produce from our garden. We're going to show you exactly how we go ahead and plant our gardens and what we're going to do. This is our indoor winter garden, and what we're going to do, we're going to document weekly how the garden is growing. We're going to show you how we plant and also how we plant from seeds. Okay, and every week we're going to document how we water, how they're growing, and you guys will see exactly how this gardening is all done. Okay, hassle free. Hi guys, it's Min and Meg again in the kitchen. Today we're here just to talk about our gardening. As you know, we cook extensively. If you are like us, we're constantly going to the supermarket or to the grocery stores, or the little stores around the corner to purchase veggies, or always buying vegetables, because we are constantly cooking. We are always in the kitchen, and we are always here to produce these great dishes for you guys. And so we are constantly spending money to buy these veggies. If you are like us, today we're here to show you how you can save on your vegetables. You will not have to spend, we promise you, you will not have to spend money starting today buying vegetables to do for your cooking channel or to cook for your home or for your families. We're here to show you just how we saved money, cook extensively, produce some of the best dishes out there, and save our monies not buying vegetables every day, but occasionally we go to the grocery stores to buy veggie because we plant our own gardens. And we're here to show you today, coming up in a minute, is how we save money on groceries and on vegetables, because we plant our own vegetable gardens. We plant our own vegetables at home, and we want to share that with you guys, and we want you guys to plant your gardens, save your money, and cook quality dishes to share with the world and teach people how to live healthy, happy, beautiful life by eating organic food and organic vegetables, because you plant them in your own backyard or your indoor gardening. Coming up is our indoor gardening videos, how we plant our veggies, how we grow our veggies, or organic, healthy, fresh vegetables that we cook every time. Every single cooking session, we cook quality, fresh, organic vegetables. And where do we get our vegetables from? Coming up in a minute, we're going to share with you guys how we are able to cook fresh, organic vegetables every time, every dish, and every day for our families, our home, our friends. We cook, give away, cook, give away again, and we're going to show you how we save money and not have to shop every single time for the freshest, most organic, delicious vegetables for our cooking channel. And we're going to show you how. Stay tuned guys, and let's roll that camera in a minute or two. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so you know that we cook extensively. Every day we try to roll out a dish, or every week we try to roll out a dish. It all depends on what time we have. Most times we're so busy that we don't get a chance, but whenever we do get a chance, we produce some of the best veggies out there, the best organic vegetables from our gardens, and we're here today to show you how we produce our gardening. We're going to plant for you, but we're going to talk a little bit about what we do to produce, to ensure that all of our veggies are quality organic vegetables that we cook fresh every day, and this is from our gardens. Whenever we go out and shop, we try to buy veggies like beet that already have beets that have a stem on, leaves, and what we do, we go ahead and we cut our beet off like here. We cut our beets off here. We cook this part, but what we do, we save this part. We always get a container with water, and I'm going to show you guys how. We get fresh containers with water, and what we do, we put the cut off veggie, the cut off stems in the water containers, and we put it aside in the sunlight, and in a week or two it start getting roots, and once it start getting roots is when we take it out and we plant this in the soil. So this is how we do. Every veggie is an opportunity to grow. So whenever we go to shop, this is exactly what we do. So here we go again. Whenever we go out to shop, we buy the veggies with the stems like this, and again what we do, we cut it off nearest to the edge, to the stem like this. We cook this, but we go ahead and we put this part in some water, put it near the put this near sunlight like that, and there we go. Once a week or two will go by, and then it start taking root, and then we plant that in the ground. The same thing with bok choy, same concept. You cut it off all the way here, and you plant here, you use this part. Okay, whenever we buy radish, the same thing. See, start getting little stems there, so what we do, we cut it off here. We use this part again, and we put this part in a container with water. Okay, typical example of our thyme. This one was in some water, and so we're going to show you. This has been growing in a container of water. So I'm just showing you guys. We just took it out just to show you the demo. This was put in the water this week, and what we did, we used the scissors to cut as close as the stem, where the stems meet right here. Where the stems meet right here, two stems. This is where we nip short, and then we put that in the water like that. And that was where that one was. Now, for things like radish and all of that, we put them in a little container, that much. I'm not using my flip out camera, guys. We do not cover all of the radish. We cover just the base in that much water. We look at it every day to make sure if the water is all the way down, then we fill it up again and not cover the radish, all of it. The same thing with potatoes. This one was in the water, and so we took it out to show you guys. It's only halfway in the water, and it start to grow at stems and leaves. Okay, now the same thing with the garlic. We put them in the water like so, and sometimes we use a bigger container for the garlic, something like this, where it can stand up a little bit stronger. So I'm just going to hold this down so you guys can see. So we pour the water in. And that's what we do for the garlic. If we can, sometimes we put it into the same container with everything else. And we grow the garlic. Once it starts getting stems, leaves, and root, then we'll take that out and we put that in the ground. So as with everything, the same concept. We put the garlic in the water, and it start taking root, and then we'll take that out and put that in the soil. Big ones like these, you'll need a deeper container. Okay, so if you have celery that you need to grow, you want to use a bigger container. For the celery, this is what we do. We use a bigger container, but we don't take it all the way up here. We put it like down here, and the roots start growing. Then we transfer this to the soil. Okay, and we are just like opportunists. So every opportunity that we get, we try to plant something, because we know that further down we will use them to produce a dish. Okay, so if we are shopping and we come up in vegetables like these here, this is exactly what we do. We purchase them and we put them in water, and we transfer them. Once they start getting roots, we transfer them to the soil. If we do not see any vegetables with roots, what we do, we go ahead and we purchase. I'm going to show you guys. Okay guys, so if we go out shopping and we do not see the vegetables that have stems like leaves and partially grown out from the vegetables like these, if we don't see those, what we usually do is purchase. We went ahead and purchased seeds, and you can hear them. We purchase seeds and we plant them. Okay, so our mint that we use extensively, we plant a lot of mints. Onions, we cook a lot with onions. Mint, we cook a lot with mint. Rosemary, we cook a lot with rosemary. Onion, we cook a lot with green onions. Dill, we cook a lot with dill. So that's what we do. We will go out and purchase the seeds, and then that will suffice for, instead of you doing this, then those will suffice, okay, for our garden. Today we're here to show you some of the things. Now, to start off our gardens, what we do, we usually put our soil in a container like this, and we plant the seeds in here. Once the seeds start growing, when we water it, the water would run out here, and then just the right amount of water that the seeds will need to germinate will remain in here. So you can also pierce holes in here, the bottom, and the water will run out. But we just plant that and then let that drain during the course of the day. These are some produce from our gardens. These are some produce from our garden. These are just baby little potatoes that we cook with. These are some thyme from our gardens, peppers from our gardens, and also some carrots from our gardens. Today we're going to show you guys how to go about planting from seeds. We have showed you how we plant from sprouts. So these were sprouting already from veggies that we bought. Now we're going to show you how to plant from seed. Okay guys, so I am usually very big on this product here. This is Burt's Bees. Very good for the hands if you do extensive gardening and all of that. So whenever I'm doing like gardening, or if I'm doing my backsplash decorating, any kind of hard work, this is exactly what I use with my hands first before I put them in the gloves. So just put a little. Now I have several of these pots. This is a bigger one. This one can take quite a number of plants. So to start off, what I usually do, this is a plant food that we use. This is the Miracle Grow. I'm big on Miracle Grow. Miracle Grow is very good, all-purpose plant food. You can get this at any gardening center. So this is the one I use. You just pour, the direction is on it, but I just pour some in the water, and every day or every other day I use this to water the plant, and I pour it from top to toe, from top to roots. Now we're going to go ahead and plant our seeds, and we're going to come back daily. I'm going to show you guys how these are growing as we go, as the time progresses and as the vegetables grow, or as the herb. Today we're going to do herb. We're going to plant some herbs, okay? And I want you guys to see how I do this. So we're going to plant them in the soil, the seeds in the soil today. We're going to plant the seeds in the soil today, and then we're gonna come back here daily to watch them grow, and we're gonna do that unto perfection. Those should take approximately usually up to a month to come up to speed. Okay, so we're gonna record that daily and show you guys how those winter indoors winter herbs are growing. Okay, and we're gonna be using the all-purpose plant food and the miracle potting mix to plant our seeds. Okay, so let's go. Okay guys, so we have several of those pots on the table. That's a big one there, and I'm going to use that big one. I'd like to use the porcelain ones for indoors because it's more presentable for the kitchen, and so that is why I'm showing you guys that one. So I'm just gonna zoom in a little so you guys can see. Alrighty. This is a potting mix that we use, and it's by Miracle Grow, that's the same. Alright, so I'm gonna go all the way down. You want to have a pot, and you want to have that saucer to go with that, because that saucer is gonna catch your water so you don't have water all over your floor. And I'm gonna fix the camera so you guys can see what we're doing down there. Alrighty, so hopefully everybody can see. So we're ready to move. You need something like that to sort of turn your soil weekly. So to turn over the soil, okay, weekly. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut and this is just what the Miracle Grow looks like. It's just soil that is treated, and so we're going to pour out some into this container. I'm just going to keep that gardening tool in now. And we do not use fertilizer in our plants or vegetables. We just don't. So yeah, that much. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take the seeds. The first one is going to be the dill. So we're going to plant the dill, and we're going to put the label right there. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna show you how we mix our plant food. So what we do, we measure a teaspoon in a container. And this spoon came with the mixed with the food. You want to cover it instantaneously. You don't want to lose to turn it over. And we're just going to pour a cup of water. I'm just going to mix this. And we're going to do our first watering.
I am sorry guys, my camera was not lowered enough, so you do not get a chance to see how I'm watering the soil. Actually this is just the soil. It's not actually the plants, okay? Open your eyes. There we go.
So we're going to open the dill. You want to be very careful because they're small seeds and they'll catch up everywhere. Once they get on the floor, you'll never be able to find them. So just be careful how you're opening these containers. I just do a little opening here so I don't lose them. That much. That's the dill. And we're just going to open one side of our soil. That much, about 2 inches in, and we're going to pour in those seeds. We're going to put some over here, so we're not going to put it in one place, so in 2 places. And instantaneously I use my container, and I'm just going to put this over here so I know the dill is here. Okay. And do the rosemary. That's the rosemary. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to be very careful in opening these, and then just be very careful. That's a rosemary right there. And so in this corner, we're going to pour some. And we're going to pour another little over here. I'm going to mark that. So we have 2 down. I'm going to put 3 in this pot. So this is going to be our last one. That's the thyme. Sorry guys, you did not see, but what we did, we pour the water all over, cover all of the areas, make sure all the seeds are covered. And what we're going to get a plastic, some plastic, and we're going to put holes all over the plastic. And we're going to cover, I'm just going to cut an angle, big angle over my tool, and then I'm going to pierce some holes all over this plastic so the plant can breathe, the seeds can germinate, and I'm going to lock in the moisture. But the seeds will be able to breathe through these holes, okay? And we're going to put this on our gardening center, okay? And then every morning we're going to lift the plastic water every morning or every other morning. You can look at it and see how saturated it is, and if it is too dry, if it is like not moist enough, then you want to do some more of the food. If some days you feel like skipping, you don't want to do the food, then just pour water, no worries at all. And then the second day or third day you can do a food treatment. Once the seeds start growing, you want to get this into sunlight. Make sure your seeds are in sunlight. In the mornings you can always take off the plastic, but at night I usually cover it over so it can germinate and stay cool and moist. In the mornings I open the plastic and make sure that direct sunlight is hitting the pot, and more so the seeds. Once you start germinating, you will make sure that the plants get direct sunlight. It's properly watered and everything is moist all the time. Okay, so each day we're going to come back and we're going to document the progress of these plants. Okay, so this is where we are right now, and every week we're going to make a log of the growth and document and take a look at the progress of these plants. Okay, so until we see you again, this is just the first planting. Okay, so see you again soon. Okay, next week we'll do another update. Okay, bye bye. Okay guys, so we're gonna move the plant to its habitat, its home, that little garden center that we had created, and that's where we're gonna let it remain and grow. Okay, so we're gonna come back for more updates. We're gonna plant a couple more seeds. Okay, we have a couple more on the table, on the counter, and we're gonna plant those in separate pots. Okay, so let's go to the gardening center. Okay guys, so you may have remembered our little gardening center that we made up from scratch. That's exactly where I'll be putting my new plant, and it's right here. Okay, let me point out. I don't want to go over there. This is exactly where it is. Okay, that's the one that we've just planted. Okay, That's the one we've just planted. So it's right there. And those other three pots, we're gonna be planting some more things in, but for now, some other plants, some other herbs, some other things. But not right now. We want these to start growing, and once they start growing, then we're gonna be fine. Okay, we can always plant some more things. So yeah, that's exactly where we are right now. The new pot is there, the window is right there, over there, and so the sunlight is gonna come in, and directly the plants are directly underneath the window, and so the direct sunlight will come in through that window to perform photosynthesis and to give energy to these plants. Okay, so until we do another documentary, which is going to be another week from now, when these plants start growing, week or two, but we'll come back and bring you guys along on this journey. We just want to say thank you very much for stopping in and planting our first live gardening, first recorded gardening. Okay, so the plant is right there underneath. That's the one we've just created. It's those seeds are underneath that plastic there, and tomorrow morning I'm going to take off the plastic, and then the sunlight is going to hit that directly. Okay, so yeah guys, so as these plants start growing, we're going to come back here and document with you guys. We're going to view them together. We're going to see what they look like. We're going to make suggestions what probably we should be doing and should not be doing at every stage of the growth. So until we see you again. So from our home to your home, we just want to thank you for stopping in, and we ask you please to subscribe, thumbs up, comment, and until we see you again on the next observation, all the best. Ciao, la bella, ta-ta, bye-bye.